second to switch over because I don't really remember how to do this. We've got a new custom system built here, and I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. I mean, I do, but I don't. We muted? Uh-oh.
You still committed to a follow for 205 Walnut Street, apartment 1.
Hold up. Are we muted? No, we're not. I wonder why it's not working. Sound's not working on my tablet. Muted. Okay, so that's not... Alright, so that's a me problem, not a stream problem. Alright, okay, so we have audio. Give me a second. When we stop up here, I'm gonna figure out why my tablet has no audio. What do you mean can't hear? What do you mean can't hear me? Why? No, we've got audio, guys. We're fine. Everything's working just fine. We've got audio, guys. Yeah, audio sounds perfectly fine to me, folks. We're good. Things working just fine. We are good to go. I just don't know why it's not working on my tablet. That's weird. I don't know what would be causing that. Strange. Well, that's fine. I guess I don't need it on my tablet. So we're going to go deploy a couple of remote deployment devices here. We have a new custom system. I am not in Janesville. I need to turn that beacon on. Hold on. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. Yeah, it's not as simple as rebooting. I wish it was. All right, so what the plan is here is we're going to go deploy a couple of these remote deployment devices, our Project WeatherEye units.
4612.
Oh, come on, you turd.
4612.
4612, I'll be in 125 Sam 2. Good morning.
Just basically as a system test.
Good morning.
4404 is 42.
There's nobody behind me here, so I'm just going to sit here for a second.
4404.
Aiden's got one. He's going to be deploying it.
170.
Folks, make sure you've got the Radar Omega app if you want to test along with us here. If you need information on how to view Project WeatherEye with the Radar Omega app, look at the pinned comment in the chat. The pinned comment in the chat, folks. And I'll say it again. It's the pinned comment in the chat. There is a URL there, and you've got to go to the pinned comment in the chat for that URL. Once you go there, you'll be able to find the link to the website that explains how to do that. And the reason I repeat myself so many times on that is because sometimes when I say it 15 times, like 2 minutes later, everybody's like, where is it? The pinned comment in the chat. 2 seconds later, where is it? The pinned comment in the chat. So it's kind of a joke, but not a joke. Oh boy. So we're going to go deploy one of these. Let me see what Aiden's got. Roughly how long do you think until you deploy one?
RDD3 should be online and mounted.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start it up here.
Copy that.
Guys, let me go ahead and enable his here. So number 3 is going to come up in the Radar Omega app in just a minute. There's about a 30-second delay here from when I push start to get these to go, just because I'm manipulating these in the car. When we have somebody in the back office, so to speak, doing it, it's much quicker because somebody's kind of already ready, if that makes sense. And again, there's nobody behind me right now. We're in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing wrong with sitting here. Do we have RDD3 on deck here? Yep, looks like it. All right, looks like we got it. All right, and it's working in the Radar Omega app.
Yep,
That's
I
good.
see it live in the app.
Okay, cool, thanks. I'm gonna probably take like 45 minutes to an hour to do this, but if you get in a hurry to go get it, don't feel bad or anything.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so number 3 is deployed. And we've actually got it on screen right now. All right, so number 3 is deployed. I'm going to go ahead and go full screen with number 3 here on YouTube just to see how this works. I'm going to make sure that it still pulls our audio. And it does pull our audio. That's good. That's good. So that's up there deployed near.
Definitely good practice because I hadn't mounted one of these before, so I learned that I definitely need to cut the length of the straps.
Yeah, and then you got to melt the end of it with a lighter, otherwise it frays and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I forgot the strap was. It's like a 10-foot strap, so I was trying to wrap the entire thing around the pole and get it reattached.
The website is giving you a 404 error. It's not for me. Yeah, there's an echo, guys, because I turned something on in the background. Remember, I'm testing, folks. I'm the developer. This is what I do. So the whole point of this is to test. This is not a Good Morning America quality live stream here, folks. We're out here getting our hands dirty to test this here. So you're gonna hear lots of sounds and lots of things, folks, as we get everything working. Critter over there. Yeah, the website's working perfectly fine for me, so I'm not sure why you're getting a 404 error on that. Maybe it's your connection. That's weird. Just checked it. Yeah, WXI.org, projectweathereye.org, or WXI.org. Or I'm sorry, projectweathereye.com. But WXI.org forwards to it. It's just a shorter domain in case we need to put something shorter somewhere. But if you click on the app integration on the toolbar, you'll find how to view these in the Radar Omega app. If you're looking on the map and you can't find them, the one that's deployed is up there by Green Bay. It's by Appleton. That's number 3. Aiden went and put that up there for us. That's also the one that we're showing on screen. We're going to go deploy one. We're just going to go up here because we got a real nice view up here and drop one. Again, this custom infrastructure here to be able to stream all these together nicely, courtesy of IRLhosting.com. So chances of people coming along and stealing them, well, it's not really something that we want to draw attention to, but if somebody's stupid enough to try to steal a live streaming camera that has audio on it, be my guest, because we'll prosecute them to the fullest extent because it'll be live streamed. So, but that's not something I really want to draw attention to, so, but I think that would be very incredibly stupid if somebody tried to steal a camera that has audio 4K resolution and is live streaming. We'll get your license plate. So that's all I'm going to say about it, I guess. We're going to put one on one of these light poles up here. flip around and put one on that light pole back there. It's a nice view up here. Turn around here, I'm getting rear-ended. It's kind of a dead zone right here too, so this is actually a really good test of these. Because there's really just no cell phone signal out here. I mean, there is, but it's not good. AT&T and Verizon really just totally forgot about this area out here. It's honestly too bad. Well, let's use this pole right here. Oh, shoot. I don't have the roof camera plugged in. God damn it. All right, we'll just go stick one on that pole right there. I'm going to go ahead and let's see, which one is this? Is this number 4? I think so. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Again, brand new system, so learning how to use it. All right, number 4 will come up on the map here in a moment. I literally am just turning it on. So it'll pop up with the BRB screen, but it won't pop up with the everything here yet.
So 113 northbound, 113 northbound. We have a semi that exited to the rest area and smoking. My partner's getting more
This is
information.
4? No, this is 3. Hello.
Okay.
Which one is that? This one here, hang on. Hold on here. I guess I should have changed this over so you can see it get deployed. What is it? Number, let's see, broadcast.
118, 1043.
Hold on a second, guys. Learning process for me here also.
We're told it's a semi with a green roof. The color is being a dark thick smoke, no flames.
All right, well, that's functioning. So let me grab a strap. I'll keep the audio connected here. God, the signal sucks out here so bad. It's not even funny. It's honestly terrible. Terrible. Problem is, I know everybody out here, and I'm waiting for somebody to like stop and want to talk for 3 hours. I really don't want to do that at the moment. So welcome to Southern Wisconsin. Everybody's got to talk, which is fine. I'm just not somebody that likes to talk at all. Kind of like to mind my own business. Nothing wrong with that. I get told there's something wrong with that all the time, but there's really not. All right, so I don't have the straps that we built for these. As you can tell, this is a struggle. But we've got some custom straps that I had built for these that have like a lashing mechanism on them. Keep driving. And that's not these straps, but it'll work. It'll work. I left them at home. This is not a good place for them, but that'll be fine. All right, so that'll work. So we've got number 4. located there. Let me go full screen on number 4.
Okay.
And help me out, guys, here. Now that we go full screen on number 4, do you still have my audio? You should still have my audio from the car.
The caller said it was hard to see, just that there was...
Should still have my audio from the car. Oh, hang on. No, you might not, because I don't have a connection on my phone. God damn. Oh, this is miserable. I don't understand why these cellular companies pay no attention to rural America. It's almost like they're doing it on purpose. Like they think that people with farms and cows don't need to be connected to the world or something. It's honestly ridiculous. But so I can't change the scene right now. But yeah, well, you're not on the proper scene, guys. So I'm not right now is not where I need the audio feedback. And we're not to that point yet, though. We're not to that point, guys. So hold on a second. I don't have connection to change it right now. Okay, that now we should be good. All right, so we'll let that go, and then we'll go back to this. And we can only really show one remote stream on the screen on YouTube here at a time, just because of limitations. You know, if we start putting a bunch of videos on the screen, they're all just going to be tiny. You know, they're all going to be tiny. So how this will work is somebody that's a live stream producer or whatever you want to call them will basically behind the scenes just be in charge of, you know, picking whichever one is most interesting. There's really no way to automate it because we never know which units are going to be deployed at any time, you know, because we could have, you know, we might take, you know, there's going to be like 20 of these things. You know, we might take number 3, but, you know, you don't know if you're going to take number 3 or number 1 or what. So, and there's multiple people with this, so we can't just set it up on a timer to cycle through them because we never know, you know, what if you only put 3 out and there's 17 more that are getting cycled through that aren't streaming and now you just got a black screen, you know. But you can go ahead and pick and choose which ones you want to look at in the Radar Omega app. Which is, you know, the advantage of that. But yeah, I had there's a machine shop not far down the road from me that helped me out, that actually made some custom straps for me. Literally out of aluminum on a CNC, made a custom ratcheting mechanism that has a nice piece of rubber glued to the back of it so it doesn't slip, and you just yank it and it'll basically auto tightens really, really nice. It didn't charge us anything, so I thought that was pretty cool. So we'll go deploy another one here. So we've got 2 out right now. Don't really have a spot in mind yet. But the fact that this is working is good. This is a really rough part of Wisconsin for cellular signal at all. So it's tough out here. It is too bad that like the cellular carriers don't. And what it is it really kind of is that they don't care because it's all about profit and loss and stuff. But when you're in the business of communication, and there's really only 3 major cellular carriers, they almost put themselves in a position where they are part of public safety and public infrastructure because they're relied on so heavily. And I think it's their responsibility sometimes to take a little bit of a loss and just provide some freaking signal in rural America, but they don't like to do that. And that's why, honestly, I kind of think that at some point our government needs to step in and maybe, I don't know, put up some White House sponsored cellular towers. I'm not sure, but it is a little bit silly that we've got so many dead zones out here and people live out here. I mean, this is rural America, but it's not so rural that there aren't people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're running pretty much entirely on the Starlink right now, and this is a state highway, and there's a driveway and a house, every quarter mile out here, and you barely got cell signal. It's disgusting, and honestly, it's terrible. Because there's people out here that they need to connect with the world, and it's damn near impossible for them to do that. It's too bad. Go back full screen here just to test here. Yeah, we got the ability to just go full screen with the units here. It does take about 2 to 3 seconds for the live stream to populate there on the broadcast. And there's really nothing we can do about that. That's just kind of how it is, but it's not a big deal. Looks like number 4 is messed up. It's not showing the location like it's supposed to. Whoops, I'll fix that when I get home. That's why we're doing a test, folks. We'll go down here a ways and deploy another one. I'm trying to get a little bit farther away from that one because when you're zoomed out on the map, you can't really tell that there's a couple together. Thanks, Boris, for the super chat. Appreciate it, as always. I've actually got 2 different cameras. So number 4, which is on screen there right now, number 4 is actually a 4K capable camera. And we're running these at a pretty low bit rate right now, only about 1500 kilobits, which is pretty low, but we are running HEVC, so that's kind of like running 3000 kilobits in 264. But the reason I'm running them low is because obviously I have to pay out of pocket for the data that these use. It's extremely, extremely expensive to run these cameras. I'm serious, extremely expensive to run these cameras. So we, when we're actually, if there's a tornado or a pretty cloud, if there's something interesting happening on the camera, we're gonna bump the bit rate up, bump the quality up, and we can even go as high as 4K. But number 4, that's a 4K capable camera. Number 3, which should be on stream any second now, if not already. Number 3, the one that Aiden put out for us, if it acquires. Number 3, that is not a 4K camera. That is a 720p camera. But the advantage of that one is it has an IR cut filter and an IR mode. So this has what you would call like quote unquote night vision. It's not spectacular. There's just not enough, IR LEDs on there to really light up a scene. But I have noticed that at night, like with lightning and stuff, testing these, this camera does see better at night than a typical camera would. So the trade-off with this unit that we've got on screen now, which is number 3, for you guys in Radar Omega, you got to look at it for yourself. But for number 3 is we've got low light capabilities, basically as good as we're going to get. The advantage with something like number 4 is we've got just better image quality overall. But you're gonna have trade-offs no matter what you do. That's why these are really kind of adaptable and modular. So some of the rapid deployment devices are being built with the 4K capable cameras, which are super freaking expensive. I shouldn't say super expensive, but they're about $250 a piece. So we're not doing that with all of them. I can't afford that. We're not at that point. The quote unquote like night vision capable cameras, and I say that very loosely, those units, those cameras cost about $60 a piece. And they are lower quality, but you have to remember too, yeah, they're 720p, but there's not a lot of movement going on with the cameras. So having lower resolution, lower bit rate, it's not as noticeable as if there's a lot happening, because they're almost practically still images at times. But it's a really good compromise camera. So most of our rapid deployment devices are going to be built with the camera that's on number 3, which is shown on my YouTube stream right now. It's number 3. But we're going to have a couple of units, probably 4 or 5 units with the 4K capable cameras. And I think our tornado intercepting units, our TSUs, the tornado strike units, those are probably going to have the 4K cameras, because if that thing gets hit by a tornado, I want it to be in 4K. I mean, if the thing takes a direct hit by camera or a direct hit by a tornado, I want the best, highest quality I can possibly get, But I appreciate everybody who's been supporting the project so far. Of course, learn more projectweathereye.com or wxi.org. It doesn't matter. They both go to the same place. But really needed to get out and do a test because, we have to practice on this, and I can't really instruct any of our staff members how to do any of this until I've figured out how to do it myself with the back end and everything. So I really needed to get out and do this, which today's a good day because today's garbage. It's a bust. There is no there's like no severe weather happening. They finally downgraded that slight risk. I'm not trying to bang the SPC's credibility here. I'm not doing that at all. I don't want it to come off as that, but I honest to God don't know why the hell there was a slight risk today. They finally dumped it back down to marginal. But I was really kind of wondering what that was all about, to be honest with you. But yeah, they bumped it back down to marginal. So today's a good day to be doing this. Man, this guy just does not want to drive. Alright, we're going to go down here to the intersection and deploy another unit, and then we'll leave them active for a little while. Alright, so we'll go down here and pick a side road, just because I don't want to deal with traffic. I turned the other one on here so we don't have to monkey around with it. These things only take like 30 seconds to boot up and connect, but that's a long 30 seconds when you're waiting for it. We'll go down here and take the next left. It's just a kind of a quiet area. I mean, obviously if we had like weather happening, I would deploy one wherever we needed to, but it's just easier to kind of avoid people when possible. Just less questions, less talking, less distraction. Looks like the next weather opportunity is Saturday. Not really sold on it though. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Just kind of going through these and testing them. Alright, so we're going down here. Looks like they've been burning a bunch of stuff. Pick a light pole. Road closed. Well, this actually might be interesting because they're burning shit. Yeah, we'll just stop here for a second. See if we can deploy maybe. Let me take a look. I'm gonna go ahead and use this signpost. Hold on, what number is this to? I need to label these units badly.
Both deploying on closed roads.
Okay, this should be good to go now. Hold on, I got the wrong strap for this one too. Who the frick is this? God dang it. Okay, good enough for me. Is that number 2? Yes. All right, so number 2 is live. And I just allowed it to ping the updated location in the Radar Omega app. I forgot to do that. But it's up now. Oh my god, fix your roads. So that's kind of interesting because they're burning stuff over there.
Engine 814, Engine 112, respond to 17803, I-90 eastbound. For a fire. Vehicle. Cross Street, Surrey, Stadalong Road and East Woodland Road. Time now 15:36.
We're gonna disregard for now. The semi is not stopped, it's moving at this time. So we're gonna send State Patrol and have them advise. 112, if you're on the air, you can stay in quarters.
15 copy, you don't even put us on that order. Thanks.
All right, so we'll let those, we'll probably just stick with the 3 units for right now, and we'll just let those stream for a little bit here.
But did you just go by the scale cell phone?
What the heck that was?
Yeah, for you, probably 22 on that semi on fire. It looked like it was just an exhaust burn off. I saw it go by cell phone here. 10-4, I think Rock County might have somebody behind it. I'm not sure.
White semi possibly smoking. Someone wouldn't give any more information. They didn't say if they had anybody behind it or not.
Yeah, 1124, it had black smoke coming out of the exhaust stack.
So it's just driving? Definitely does not sound like fire to me.
Oh, Robert.
All right, cool. Yeah, it looks good. No, we're just testing, guys. That's why I made sure to put in the title test deployment, because I didn't want anybody to think there was tornadoes coming or anything. Alright, so we'll drive around a little bit and give these some time to burn themselves in here, make sure everything works for a while. That's weird. I don't have any more, like, turn signal clicks. That's weird. I wonder why that stopped. It's like my chimes quit.
One north, I-43, but it was like semi that is broke down. Caller is upset and scared because no one is obeying his horns that he has placed out. Again, at the 11th one.
Alright, so we'll just drive to the next town and back, and then I guess we could probably collect these units. But, I mean, we've got 3 out across the state. We got 1 up there by Appleton, which is up by Green Bay. We got the 1 up there kind of closer to Madison, and then the 1 down here by the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. They're all functioning. Everything's working as I expected it to. So that's good.
From the address to your screen, Sergeant Huff.
Yeah, we really needed to get out and do this like proof of concept of these.
So, photos in your session back, coming back, no issues.
It actually looks pretty good.
1028 is also expired. That's perfect.
I just adjusted RDD so it has a better view, just so that it was not pointed at just clear blue skies anymore.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna drive over here and turn around and probably start collecting them or whatever, but everything seems to be working pretty well, I think.
Yeah, so far from what I've seen, it's all gone down pretty smoothly and everything's working well.
Well, this is good, folks. Alright, we'll turn around here. I'm really getting sick and tired of this guy being on my bumper anyway. Kind of gets old after a while. We'll probably head back and collect these, honestly. I mean, we've determined that they're functioning. We don't really need to test the longevity of the battery or anything, so we've done that multiple times, just in more controlled environments. But, I mean, it's all working. Well, that guy had his blinker on, and now he took his blinker off, and he floored it. It's like, why? Why do you do that? Like, car starts pulling out, then you turn your blinker off, and then you floor it. It's like, well, I was already pulling out because you had your blinker on, but whatever. Get over it.
Sure.
I'm behind you. Just the way they'll try to go move over.
Sure, flipping.
Yeah, I think we're looking good. So this is nice to see this coming along. Yeah, it's been a lot of work to get to this point too, you know, financially and everything else. What the hell that was? Yeah, we'll go get the one that we just put out real quick. And then we'll go get the next one, and I'm sure Aiden will get his shortly. Yeah, Saturday looks like a slight risk. Eastern Kansas, northwestern Missouri. I think that might actually move a little bit north than what it currently is, but we'll see. Either way, Saturday is probably going to be a day.
I'm gonna pull off ODD3 and take it down.
31 per hour.
Okay, thanks. Alright, so number 3 should go offline here momentarily.
Possible phone number from the mail and send a note.
Alright, so number 3 should be offline. Should disappear from the map shortly. Holy crap, dude, it's 55. And you're not turning, thank God. looks like it disappeared. Good. So that works. Alright, so yeah, everything seems to be okay now.
RP is no longer being very cooperative with us.
Alright, so we'll go retrieve this next one, and then we'll go back and retrieve the other one and call it a day at that. It's good to see these working. I kind of placed these where they are on purpose to see. I didn't, we don't want them to be on. We don't want them to be on like a pole next to a cell phone tower. We want them to be in an area where the signal kind of sucks, so we can, test them. Because if they had strong signal, it wouldn't be much of a test. They do run multiple carriers, which is good. AT&T and Verizon. And my turn signal bulb is out, so this guy's gonna be pissed, but whatever. Get over it.
Are there any other resources we're needing?
This is a number 2 that we're gonna go retrieve.
Battalion 1, respond to 6711 West St. Lawrence Avenue for a fire. Brush. Cross streets of South Paddock Road and South Flat School Road. Time now 15:54.
Still waiting to hear from Corporate Bill 1471 and Battalion 2. Did you want me to get any additional resources started?
Go ahead and pull my box card 2014. Traffic.
Got a little ways to go yet. I need to put labels on these so we know which one is which. I haven't done that yet. So we've got several of them. It's confusing. Alright, I think it's this intersection here. Yeah, they're definitely burning. I'm actually tempted to leave this damn camera here with as much as they're burning, but I don't think it's really in a spot you're going to see much. Oh, they just took the road signs down.
Stop 880 pound, close 52. White Chrysler van. Fleet plate, F9 over default, 282950.
Probably go down and take a look at that ourselves, I guess. Oh, I hate these straps. All right, easy enough. And it's turned off, so that'll disappear. If it hasn't, it's going to. So that's done. Yep, and it did, so that's good.
Fire's over a hill. We can't see exactly how much it is.
So I need to go disable that.
113 will be staging up the road. We won't be able to get to the fire.
Is that 4 or 2? No, that's 2. Let's turn that off. There we go. Hopefully I shut the right one off. Honestly, probably should have just left that one there, but I have a feeling they're probably going to stop. This burning is probably going to wind down. We'll go take a look for ourselves, I guess. Why not?
It is out of control. Fire is upgrading. Box alarm. They're just needing some traffic control out there.
Why so many people have vanished from Radar Omega. I don't think anybody's really vanished. There's 2 storm chasers that didn't want to be involved with it anymore, but I mean, everybody's got a right to be part of what they want to and what they don't want to, you know, so that's really, there's no controversy, Jesus, I can't talk, controversy behind it. All it really is on the internet is, I'm going to say it, and probably somebody might get upset with me for this, I hope not, but there's a lot of children on the internet that seem to think they're Billy Badass, and they see something that they think they can cancel somebody or something over, and then they do it. They try to, and honestly, I'm just going to go out and say it, you know, and apologies to anybody who doesn't want me to say it, but in my opinion, what it appears to be is a bunch of children with children mindsets that think they can somehow cancel a radar app, which is really lame to think, and that's what they're trying to do on the internet. Oh, this app sucks, and it doesn't suck. You know, I've used it to save my own life before, you know, and not get killed before. I use the app on a daily basis when chasing to not get killed by tornadoes and giant hail cores and stuff. And if I thought it was crap, I wouldn't be out here using it. I wouldn't be using it to build our project. And I don't know. It's just, it seems like when one person bitches about something on the internet, everybody else starts to bitch about the same thing. It's this domino effect, and none of the bitching is ever valid, and it never really matters. It's just people bitching to bitch. Like, it's just what they do to do. And it does honestly piss me off that some people that may or may not be involved at this point, I'm not naming names, and I'm not going to point anybody out, and I'm not trying to imply anybody, but it does piss me off, though, that some things were mentioned that apparently I'm behind this, and I've caused somebody to get fired or whatever. That's not the case, guys. You know, I have had Project WeatherEye in development for months, if not years. We came to an agreement, coincidentally, when other people decided to quit, to go forward with this. You know, I'm not some evil person out here, and it is getting really sick and tiring to the point where I'm going to have to say something back, because I'm at the point where I'm not out here bothering nobody, but if people are going to sit here and bother me for no good reason, it puts me in a really difficult position, because, you know, I have a family that relies on my income and a business that rely on this business to be, you know, and staff that relies on this to be successful. I'm not going to sit here and belly up and let people stick knives in my stomach and spread false information about me. I'm not going to do it, and unfortunately I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to step up and make comments, but I'm really trying not to. There's no controversy. Good question, honestly, but there's none. You know, 2 people decided they didn't, well, that I know of, decided they didn't want to work with Radar Omega, and that's fine. You know, people have a right to be involved or not be involved in anything. It's a bunch of children on the internet that made something out of absolutely nothing, and that's really all it is. And I think maybe somebody needed to say that, and I've said it. Radar Omega underwent a DDoS attack about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically where a loser in his mom's basement typically goes and creates a bunch of machines or virtual machines or whatever, basically computers that bog down infrastructure of a network. So I'm going to use, I don't know, Amazon as an example, just to be agnostic here. Let's say if I want to try to screw up Amazon.com and destroy their lives and their business, what I would do is I would set up a DDoS attack that would essentially just constantly make requests from their servers. So, they constantly, ping and constantly basically just make bogus requests from their servers to bog it down, because the more traffic a server has, the more it bogs it down, obviously. Obviously, Amazon is probably scaled up for this, but, some people or person thinks he's real smart and he's not. He's going to learn that real soon when law enforcement deals with him. Decided to attack the infrastructure of Radar Omega. Unfortunately, they decided to make this attack, during a vital time and during severe weather. I think that's pretty disgusting, and it was done basically for shits and giggles, and I think a lot of it's because they don't like me. Well, here's the deal, folks. Whoever did that, I know, we all know. You probably don't know we know, but there's an investigation. We'll leave it at that. Just let it take its course. The feds are involved. That's public knowledge. Radar Omega's tweeted that. The feds are involved, guys. It's a serious thing, because there's government agencies and contractors and enterprises that rely on Radar Omega, and they've had, while nothing severe or nothing security measure wise was compromised, whoever got in there and was screwing around with the live streams, that really upset some clients, not at at us, but more at that people have gotten law enforcement involved, and what this person did was highly illegal. DDoS attacks are very, very illegal, and that has nothing to do with any of the storm chasers, and I don't know where that connection came from. I saw it in the chat earlier and I deleted it, but the storm chasers have nothing to do with that. At least I hope not. Well, I mean, they don't, but it seems like somebody's trying to get their kicks here by trying to screw around. Well, no data was compromised because there's protection layers involved there. But what I think is really disgusting here is you've got somebody in mom's basement, basically, for lack of a better term, that wants to try to attack infrastructure that is used to make life-saving public safety decisions. And I think that's horrible. I don't care if you like the company or not. You can't be doing that. And then to come out and say that it's any of our faults is horse crap. And I think I might be speaking the minds of some people that really don't want to speak their minds. But, that's kind of how I feel. Those are my opinions. But I can't believe that somebody is that disgusting and low. And then I start getting my stuff attacked. Somebody starts trying to reset my YouTube password. Somebody starts trying to get into my SRT servers. I tell you what, and I'm not speaking on behalf of anybody but myself and the attacks that occurred on my infrastructure, but based on what happened on my infrastructure, little kid, I know who you are, and you ain't so little. You're kind of a tubby ass. Your mom better take your internet away, because your parents are going to be freaking involved in this too. Because I tell you what, I know who started getting into my stuff. I don't know if it's the same person or not, but I tell you what, as soon as I get a freaking phone book, I'm going to find out who your mom is, and I'm going to call your goddamn mom, and then I'm going to call your school and tell them they need to discipline your ass because you did something highly illegal, and then your parents are probably going to be on the hook. Because I don't really take kindly. They didn't get into my stuff, but somebody tried getting into my stuff, and it's really stupid to try to reset somebody's Google password and all that, because when you do that, it sends that person an email and says, oh, your login was attempted to be reset from such and such location, and it's like, duh. So that's all I'm saying. I would really appreciate if the weenies in mom's basement would leave me alone, because you're picking a fight with someone you're not going to win. Really would appreciate it. Just leave me alone. It'd be great. But I don't. This is why I don't buy into all the garbage on the internet anymore, guys. Like, everybody's got something to say, and most of the time it ain't no good. And most of the time it don't even matter. It's just whatever you're hearing. Just make your decisions and your opinions, I guess, based on your own experience. I guess is the best advice I can give anybody. Because I'm just real disappointed with how the storm chasing industry has gone as a whole over the past couple of years. It's really sad. So we're going to go retrieve the last camera. Thanks for following along here, folks. I mean, I would say today is a success, so we'll have to do this several more times, but I just wanted to get out and make sure that, you know, we're familiar, because I can't really show anybody how to do this until I'm familiar with it. And, you know, it's one thing to turn all of these on in your office and make them work, but it's also another thing to go out in the wild and actually do this, you know. Whole different ball game. So
Our original RP about where the car may.
I think it was important that we got out here and did this. And obviously, you know, it worked out really well with Aiden being able to deploy one up there by his home, so that's good.
Good.
That one's working and functioning.
Partially in traffic, if you can respond to provide additional 58.
10-4, 76 and 137.
So yeah, we've just got that one left.
Tampa?
What are you doing, dude? Big old pothole he's trying to go around, I guess.
1471 will be arriving on scene shortly.
Boy, fire department is requesting box alarm 20-14 to the box level for a brush fire at 6711 West St. Lawrence Avenue. 6711 West St. Lawrence Avenue.
Holy cow, dude.
In the Newark Township.
It's like 35.
Is requested with a tender. Lakeside with a tender. Janesville with brush truck. Footville with a brush truck. Evansville with a brush truck. Clinton with a chief. Town of Beloit rehab. Upton MD1. Again, Clinton with a tender. Lakeside with a tender. Janesville, Footville, Evansville with a brush truck. Clinton with a chief. Town of Beloit rehab. Upton MD1. Time now is 16:10.
I really hope this guy turns. He's just barely crawling here. Holy cow. He's not turning. Yeah, I would say test is successful here.
This is another, again, they have an updated location. I want you to check in the notes.
Fire 24 and ambulance 30 at the right on scene.
One year around.
Really want to pass this guy. We're doing 43 and a 55 right now. Holy smokes. Yeah, we're looking at next severe weather chances being this weekend.
So 6711 West St. Lawrence Avenue.
I copy. Could you switch over to Ifer?
There is a marginal risk for severe storms tomorrow, but it doesn't look like anything to bother with. It's kind of like eastern Nebraska. It really doesn't look like much at all. Like I mentioned, I'm most interested in Saturday. I think. We'll have to be careful though, because we might get into a situation though where you're so damn far away from Sunday, which is the next severe weather risk, that it's too hard to get there. So I don't know. It might be one of those days where you got to pick one or the other. I hope not, but it might be.
711 West St. Lawrence Avenue. For a bus assist. Cross streets are South Paddock Road and South Smythe School Road. Time now 16:13.
We do have it on camera. The red Silverado is sideways across the left shoulder and halfway to the left lane.
Double.
Time now 16:13.
Two-car crash. There's an additional vehicle in lane 3. Fire and EMS is out there.
I tell you what though, I'm happy that this is all working, because I was afraid it was going to be a major flop. We'll go full screen with the car for just a second.
51.
Test that
I
out.
thought heavy front end damage on that second vehicle. There's a blue sedan.
Okay.
See if 40 yourself and 422 can handle it, and that way 404 can clear it up.
Yeah, it looks like fire had the interstate fully blocked, but then they started letting some cars through in the middle.
Division 1042, St. Lawrence Command.
Probably got about 5 minutes here to get up there yet.
West St. Lawrence Avenue. For a assist. Cross streets are South Paddock Road and South Smythe School Road. Time now 16:15.
Right, you guys can find information about the project. It's projectweathereye.com or just wxi.org. All that stuff's in the pinned chat thing. There's actually if you go to the website and click on like app integration or whatever it is up at the top in the toolbar, it'll actually tell you how to view these cameras in the Radar Omega app. Like if you're confused or you can't figure it out, there's just kind of a quick rundown on how to do that.
I copy Harlow Rescue Battalion 7
Yeah, go ahead.
This might be a 3 or 4 vehicle 1050. I got 2 vehicles just out down of the red truck that are on the shoulder. One of them has damage to the rear.
The red pickup truck is definitely involved. I'm sure about the other two.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to fit more than, the 2 cameras on screen. I'd love to be able to put them all on here, but For people that watch on a TV, it's not a big deal, but if you're watching on a phone, like the picture starts getting too small, so really can only show one at a time. But in the Radar Omega app, you can actually open several at a time. So like if we've got 4 of them deployed, you can open all 4 of them and move them around on screen. So you do have that option as well. I think these are going to be most useful. Most useful when we've got, you know, like multiple storms and you don't really know what target. Like there's so many times where, you know, I make the comment where it's like, well, I want to go to the other storm, but I don't want to leave this one because it's, you know, it looks pretty or blah, 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 whatever. Well, now we can do that. You know, we can leave remote cameras in place and still still see what happens and then go to the one we want to go to. It gives us a lot of options, you know, and we're not going to utilize these on every storm chase, but I think a good majority of them we will. We've been really refining the hardware over the past couple of months, and the software for that matter, and it's very stable now. It's very stable. I'm very happy with it. Something, you guys see that up there? Something's on fire up there. Right over there? On the car camera? I wonder if we could see that on the remote camera here. Hold on, I'll pull that up. Because that should be over there by the remote camera. I don't know if we can or not. I don't think so. So it must be between us and the remote camera.
Fire coming. This one, this one's traffic control of both things, one on top of the hill, the west side, and the opposite on the east side.
Alright, we're almost to our camera. Almost. Like 2 minutes maybe, if even.
Department and Ambulance 142 respond to East County Truncass on East Tortoise Lane. For AL subject. Cross streets are East Tortoise Lane and East County Truncass. Time now 16:21. Tender 461 respond to 6711 West St. Lawrence Avenue. For a May bus assist. Cross streets are South Paddock Road and South Smythe School Road. Time now 16:21.
Normally this drive doesn't take this long, but we're going like 10 miles an hour into the speed limit here. So it's gonna be a minute.
What? Town of Cottage Grove, 2940 Nondale Drive, correction, Nondale Circle. Paul is claiming it's a misdial that said she was in a fight with her dad, that said she got the wrong number.
Just literally drove right by the damn thing. For some reason, I thought we put it on this road up here, but we definitely put it on that one, so I just drove right by it. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. It's alright, let's make a left turn up here. All goes to the same place. Holy shit, they're really burning something up here. Actually, let's go look and see what the hell they're burning up here. Take a detour.
Feeling hot and busy. We're gonna be in a silver floor stand.
It's up here on the highway, so we're almost there. I want to see what the hell's burning.
Rescue 551, respond to East County Truncass on East Tortoise Lane. For rail septic. Cross streets are East Tortoise Lane and East County Truncass. Time now 16:23.
I can't tell if it's on this road or the I think it's down this road. Roads are laid out kind of weird out here.
4561.
I copy 1671 on
This is AOA, I'll be 10-8, I'll point towards the town central, so.
Perfect.
It's really not that windy out today, but
I copy the 1021.
it's been pretty dry lately, so whatever burns is gonna burn. It did rain the other day though,
I
so
copy 142.
I guess if you're gonna burn, this might be the time to do it. It rained, but it just doesn't seem like it was enough to really make things not dry. Go full screen on the car camera while we check out this fire. Definitely looks like it's intended to. I mean, definitely burning some grass or the whole damn cornfield. Is there anybody out here? Where's the people? Just like burn this and walk away, or? That's a little irresponsible. Okay, all right. There's some people over there, but there's like 2 people. I don't know. Usually, when you burn that much acreage, you need to have some people there. Not just 2 guys, because that can get out of hand pretty freaking quick. And this time of year, at least in this area, I mean, there's field fires all over the place, so chances of actually getting the fire department to come put it out are pretty slim, because they're probably somewhere else putting out another one. So
Ladder 131 and ambulance 143 respond to 614 Broad Street.
I mean, we used to do that stuff on the farm all the time too, but I mean, you had all the neighbors over helping, not just 2 guys. Oh no, I'm sorry, they got 3. There's a third. There's a third, but still, I mean, that's a lot to be burning without some extra people there.
After recently being released from a mental care facility, They watched her going to the school, but apparently she never attended any classes. Today they're concerned about her mental health. She has a history of self-harm and suicidal ideation.
Oh yeah, she's prepared. She's got a watering can. And this guy's got a plastic rake. What the hell?
There's a vehicle.
Wow. I tell you what, if that fire gets out of hand, they're screwed. She's got a little like bug sprayer water bottle, and he's got a plastic rake. Man, they're really going to be able to put that out quick. Holy Christ.
It's the one that caused the crash. They ran the
Yeah, it's just some random guy burning his freaking field.
If you're able to keep an eye out for a black vehicle, either rear or front and rear.
I can't see a goddamn thing.
57.
Battalion 1, go ahead.
Jesus.
Rockfire, Clinton 461, back in station.
Whatever, man.
Swapping out with Tiger 462.
But the neighbors are pissed. How much do you guys want to bet, though, that they probably didn't intend that to go like that? I mean, if you, like, let's look at the evidence here. So we got Jack and Jill over there with a little, like, bug sprayer squirt bottle of water. That's their water supply. And we got, you know, Jack over there with a plastic rake. I mean, chances are this fire probably started very small, and then it probably got out of hand, and they're probably just rolling with it. That would be my guess. I mean, you know, if you look at the evidence here, it's kind of what it leads to be. Wow, look at the freaking smoke from that.
Are you on the phone call?
This is Mavis Division 104 to all locals. The Town of Beloit Fire Department has requested box 20-14 to the second alarm for brush trucks only for the brush fire.
Yeah, I'll bet you 100% that got away from them. Because that looks like it's way bigger than anybody intended it to be. So I will bet you anything that got out of hand, and they just don't want to admit it.
Any units en route can switch to him. Acknowledge Mavis Division 104 on Iper.
Very good, David.
Yeah, if it was windy out, they'd be in for some trouble there.
Like the vehicle did pull over momentarily, about a half mile on the right shoulder. That's not off the right shoulder. Had it slowly down for a second, and then after this van driver got back to his vehicle, stepped on a different vehicle, the SUV was gone.
Some smoke lingering over here even. right, we'll go grab that camera and then we'll call it a day. We're real close to it.
Good. Sometimes damage, but first place the team player van comes back on the firefighter place.
I copy Montana technology with the restaurant.
Clinton Fire Department and Ambulance 442 respond to 400 Highland Park Avenue for A unconscious. Cross streets are Milwaukee Street and High Street. Time now 16:33.
It looks like everybody's burning their grass. I think it's supposed to rain the rest of the week here, so it's probably the last chance they got.
Division 104 from Division 105.
Division 105, go ahead for 104.
Copied Albany with a brush truck. I have them alerted.
For 42, give up.
Division 104 copies. Albany acknowledges with a brush.
Alright, we'll grab this unit. Is this pole? No, it's on the next hill. Can't remember which pole it's on.
27.
Oh shit, it's this pole right here.
This one's extra patrol.
Right there. Let me grab this quick.
Adam Victor Lincoln 7192.
Oh,
It's going to be
dang
a
it.
silver Ford Fusion.
Temperance.
374572.
Happy 10. I'm heading to the address in the notes to give the RP to our vehicle. I'll wait for it.
Okay. Well, that's
Out of
that.
Oregon, 884 Hillcrest Lane, phase 2 open line.
Alright, and that should pop off the map soon.
661, I think.
And that's it.
My apologies. 4561. We're in contact.
That's all we had to do.
4561.
So thanks for watching, folks. I'm going to get out of here. But thanks for being part of the project. We'll be back sometime this weekend, it looks like.
Hopefully.
went over and they
Thanks, Darla. All right, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the stream off. Thanks again. Be sure to subscribe on your way out, so you don't want to miss this weekend. And should have more units to put out over the weekend. And I think we'll probably call it a day. So thanks again, folks. Appreciate the support. And we will see you next time.
you can come back to correction point. Have one.